Good morning, it's Margaret at the University of Sewing and is Facebook Live. And if you are in Indiana, hopefully you have this wonderful sunshine that we have today. It looks beautiful. Yesterday rained, the day before it rained. I don't know if it's going to rain again today, but I'm hoping it's not going to. All right, so we are here Saturday morning, and I've got some really fun things for you today. Let's start off with our giveaway, and we have a applique pattern. You can do this needle turn, or you can do it by doing the fusible and raw edge, and it's a really cute pattern from One Wing Wool. Now they use wool, but I'm just going to tell you there's a pattern in here. You can do it any way you want. It'll be fine. And then we have this little mini group sample pack from Benetech that is a group of charm pieces. And this is a super cute group of fabrics. I think there's 10 or 12 in here. I think that's usually what their little sample pack is. So let's take and look at how pretty those fabrics are. Very, very beautiful. Oh, there's some sparkle in here. I didn't realize we had sparkle. Oh, you know what? That is even sparkle. It's got that pearlescence on it. Very pretty stuff, guys. You will like it. And so I'm going to go ahead and include this in the giveaway. And you will get these two items. For those of you who are new, let me explain to you what we do. So what we do is everybody who shares our video within 24 hours of this Facebook Live being posted on Facebook. This does not work on YouTube. I'm very sorry. But within 24 hours of us posting this video, if you share our video with your friends and family, people who follow you, then you hit the share button when you're watching this, and then it'll share on your page. When you do that, go ahead in the comments on our page, go ahead and put that you shared.
You mean like Suzanne, Kathy, and Sandra?
Well, you know what? They're old hats at this and they know how to do it. So just follow their lead and go ahead and put in the comments that you shared. And then what we do is we put all of your names in a drawing and we pick one of you. And once we do that, we contact you. If you're not somebody who is on our if it's not somebody on our page for this. So if you have not, please talk to them. So if you have, I thought we had a sign on the door. You know what? I'm sorry. So if you have not done this before and you haven't been part of, we don't have your contact information, we'll just direct message you. I'm sorry, we're having people walk in for shop hop already. So even though we don't open for another half an hour. So anyway, so we have the Indiana Shop Hop going on today. It has been going on now since the beginning of May, and we have had almost, 720 people come through. It's been quite busy and very, very exciting. All right, let's go over here for a minute, and we will go ahead and I have some things to show you today. I just got in some brand new fabrics. These are actually from Figo. They're a subdivision of Figo, and it's a new group that they are working with. These are 100% cotton canvases. And what I brought over here for you today is to show you these cotton canvases. The name of the fabric is Katia, Katia. It's a recycled canvas, and it is 100% cotton. Gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. Guess what? We washed some for you so you could see. I'm just going to tell you it has a wonderful drape to it. Not super heavy. So if you are going to use it for a bag, unless you want the bag to be able to really fold up and be able to put away, probably a deal. So what we've got here is we've got it in a variety of prints. We've got some really great solids to go with it. And then there is a couple heathered ones here. This is the lilac and this is our blue. Look at this incredible periwinkle. So what would you do with this? Well, obviously, one of the things you can do with this, as I said, is a lightweight bag, lightweight tote bag. But I wanted to show you some patterns. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do, Dave, is I'm going to put these patterns out. I'm going to push these up because I want everybody to see what a wide variety of patterns you can use for this, because it's so light and you can do some really beautiful things with it. One of the things I was thinking about the tamarack jacket, you could quilt this very easily. So we've got that. We've got some really pretty like shirt jackets that it would work really well for. If you want something drapey, it's going to be really cute in those. So we've got these. And I mean, we've just got a great selection of different things that you can go ahead and use to make this up into a fantastic jacket.
Now, if you can't come in the store, how do you find these, Margaret?
So go ahead onto our website, put in universityofsewing.com. It'll take you right to our website. I've tried to make this all really easy. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are all just universityofsewing.com. And so they're all really easy to find. So the patterns that I'm showing you, these are all in stock. They also have all of these great recycled cotton canvases. And again, Dave, do we have to do anything special to wash this?
Nope.
Just put it in the washer and dryer, and it turned out so lovely. I cannot wait to make something out of this. It is adorable. So we're going to do that. Then we've got another fabric that I want to show off before we're all done. So we're recording. I'm so sorry. And so we have some beautiful fabric here that we just got in from Allison Glass. It is 108-inch wide backing. This particular fabric goes with, recently we've just gotten in the Andover fabric Allison Glass line Art Theory. And this is a really cute print. And I'm going to go ahead and unwind that. So this one, I don't know if you remember when I showed you the same fabric a couple weeks ago, the whole line of this one, we got it in. It has these wonderful circles, and it is going to make the cutest back on a quilt ever. But what I was thinking with it, look at all the wonderful different like moths, and there's some really pretty flowers and things. You know what you can do with this? You can easily take and use some of this for some applique. So I was thinking about that the other day, because whenever we get in our wide backs, we always tear them, because unfortunately wide backs are almost never wound on a bolt quite straight. So you can't just cut them because they'll come out a mess. And so when we do this, we tear it. So I had a piece left over of this. Very cute. Very, very cute. And so I thought, wouldn't these make just a really pretty applique? So I may do with something with that in the future here. We'll have to show you that when I do it, but it's going to be fun. So Cheryl, just come on over and let's talk about the kids. Oh, there it is. Okay. I did not realize it was over here. Did you know it was over here? Dave moved it on us. I was going to go back there for seeing it, but it's not there. So I wanted you to tell people about the wonderful youth camp we've got coming up in June and July.
Yes, we've got 2 camps. The first one is it's the middle of June. It's the first week. It's a very beginner. We supply sewing machines. You have a newbie sewer, a young youth who just wants to learn. This is a perfect opportunity. We're going to make a pillowcase and PJ pants. It's kind of the bedroom set. And then the second week is our drawstring bag and with zippered pockets. We actually have pockets in those. That's for somebody who's actually probably taken last year's class because the zippers are a little bit more confusing. As you can see, we've got some samples of what we've got here. Here's our backpack, the drawstring with a zipper in the front. It came out really cute. And then we also have our pillowcase. Every kid, well, even adults, love to have a pillowcase. And I have heard that the ones who made them last year, they're still on their pillows as of right now. They're just so much fun. This one happens to be bright and cheery. They're going to be able to pick all their fabrics and learn how to sew. See something finished that's just really fun and exciting. So we've got 2 weeks. Both of them happen from 10 to noon. They're 3 days each for 2 hours. Week one's kind of the really basic beginner. When the second week, you got to have a little bit more skill, although we'll help you all the way through.
And we have you and another person that's going to help the students
Yes.
in its limited class size. So very small classes, so the kids get lots of individualized attention.
Lots of help.
And we have had boys and girls do this,
Yes,
so
we
it
have.
doesn't matter. So that can be really a lot of fun. So
It is a lot of fun.
all right. Yeah,
It is a lot of
that
fun.
is a lot. Okay. All right. So we're going to go over, I told you guys I'm going to have some demos for you today. And what I want to do is I want to bring you over here and I want to stop at our new thread because I have a special coupon for you guys this weekend. And it is going to help you go ahead and try some of this wonderful new thread. Or maybe you're already aware of it and I'm not. Maybe I haven't been on, let's see, the memo. But there is a new thread, to my knowledge, a new thread. It's called Efina. Efina is from Wonderfil. We have 60 different solid colors here right now. And a new display with all these gorgeous colors. I'm going to tell you, when you look at this display, you want to use every color because they're very pretty. This is a 100% cotton thread. It is a 60 weight. And what's really cool about the 60 weight thread is that it takes up less real estate when you sew. And I got that word from the Wonderfil people. They have this great video, which, by the way, I will add as a post to Facebook that you guys can see. And they talk about our lightweight threads. It turns out we have in stock all 3 of the lightweight threads that I'm going to post one of their, it's called Thread Talks. And they go and talk about Efina, Deco Bob, and Invisifil. Well, those 3 threads, Efina is 60 weight, Deco Bob is an 80 weight, and our Invisifil is 100 weight. And in the cases of them talking about this, you will get to see them using these threads for piecing, for machine applique, for machine embroidery, and the results and how different everything looks is absolutely incredible. So today what I thought I'd do is take you over to the sewing machine. I will show you a bobbin with a regular, we used in that particular bobbin, we used the Isocor. That's a 40 weight. And I'm going to have a 60 weight on the bobbin. So I've got 2 bobbins to show you. And I've also got the 2 threads to show you. So let's go over to the sewing machine. And oh, I have a little surprise for people. We got in some new cave machines. We thought they were all gone. We thought these 770s were all gone. Well, it turned out that Bernina had some more of them. So this beautiful cave machine is now on a very special sale. We are doing this through the month of May. And if you think that you would like a 770 and you didn't think about, well, if you look at our current sale going on our 770s, the really cool thing about the 770s is that they are on sale this month. And they're normally $8,000. Now they're 6, so they're actually $59.99. they're normally $79.99. And normally this particular package would have been, I believe, original MSRP on this, I believe, was $10,000. We have an extraordinary, very special price on this. And what you get is really incredible. You get luggage. This part of it, the deal, normally would cost you, just the luggage normally would cost you about $800. You get this gorgeous full version of Creator V9 software. It's not the full version of V9, but it is a Creator software. And this one is a great entry into digitizing. So you're going to get that. You get a whole selection of different CAFE embroidery package. You get the big book of embroidery. You get some wonderful stabilizer pieces and some Isacore thread to start your embroidery adventure. So we just got these yesterday afternoon, which is why we didn't talk about it yesterday during our Facebook Live. Normally Fridays is all about Bernina's, but I had to show you this because there's a very, very special in-store only price. And if you were out there and you are wanting one of these and you didn't get it while they were available, we've got two. So make sure that you go ahead and do that. All right, Dave, let's get in here. And we are going to show folks, I'm trying to figure out, oh, you know what? Let's put it on something a little darker. Let's put it on this red. How about that? Okay, so this is Isacore. And this is Efina. And I can see a little bit of a difference. You might have to put your glasses on if you're like me. But it is... I think there is a difference in the size of those threads. It's not huge, but it's significant, enough to see. So I'm going to go ahead and set my Isacore bobbin aside. This is on my spool right here. I've got my 1,500 yard spool of my Wonderfil Efina. By the way, this is, I believe, $13 a spool, which makes it very, very reasonable and less expensive, because if you're familiar with like your 40 or 50 weight Wonderfil, those tend to be in the $16 range. So this is less expensive, which is always fun. We're going to go ahead and put our bobbin case in our machine. And I am going to do a few things for you right now so that you can see how wonderful this thread is. So I have got up here, I had just wound my bobbin, so we're going to finish going ahead and threading the machine. And let's go ahead, well, we're going to go ahead and put that aside and that aside. We'll go ahead and use our needle threader. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you have a 7 series and you think that your needle threader doesn't work, just go ahead and from the back of it, push that little part, the little metal part into your needle, and guess what? It works just fine. So I figured that out a long time ago, and it sure has made things much easier. So there we go. We have our needle threaded. We've got the bobbin case in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 pieces of our cotton, and I'm just going to do a seam on this. And by the way, if you're not holding your threads when you start, why not? Hold your threads when you start. So, oh, you know what, Dave?
We don't have a foot pedal.
Well, that's okay. I can go ahead and foot control. Let's see. Let me find one. Give me 1 second here. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to show them also something right here. This is really cute. So our foot control is, let's see. Oh, that's interesting.
Cheryl's getting one.
All right.
She's got one.
Super duper.
She came to the rescue.
Thank you, thank you. That's so odd that there wasn't one there. I'm very surprised. Okay. All right. I should have just used the the go button. Did you guys know you can use your go button too? If you hit this green button and you start sewing, and then to keep it running, I can go ahead and when I want to stop, I hit the green button again, which wasn't green anymore, obviously, when it was going. And let's go ahead and do some back stitching to finish that seam. And then we're gonna go ahead and hit our cutter, bring up that. And now what we have is we've got this beautiful, you know what's crazy? I can't feel the thread in there at all. And that's what they said about it. And so this is like a really new product for me. I have not been familiar with it, but one of the things they said is when you go to put this in here, your seam is really flat because the thread just doesn't take up a lot of room and you really cannot feel it. And that's pretty shocking to me because I'm used to these different things that is the case, you can feel it. Now, another thing we're going to do is we're going to try an applique stitch. And one of the things they say about it is that it just sinks right into the fabric. And here we go. I'm going to go ahead and speed that up a little bit so we can actually see it. So we're going to do just a bit. And I'm going along the edge of this little applique. Remember I told you about those wonderful little moths and things on that Alice in Glass fabric? Look how cool this is. So, and here we go. I'm going to just go ahead and cut it because I want you guys to be able to see what I did. So here it is. Very delicate. Boy, you know, one of the things I had noticed about using Isacore when I was doing machine applique is I sometimes felt like it would really be kind of chunky looking. I love how delicate and small. I am using a cream color. I think it goes with it really well. That little applique stitch, that blanket stitch is very delicate, very pretty. And when you get away from it, it practically goes away. So very interesting. So I told you I have a special deal for you coming up on this Wonderfil thread. So all of our Wonderfil thread, it's going to include Decobob, Invisifil, and this Efina. Oh, and also we have, I'm trying to think, I feel like we have one other kind of, we have a couple of really fun, sparkly, kind of cool variegateds and some other things. Those will also come up. And Dave, let's go over here and go ahead and see what these threads are I'm talking about. So, the Fabulux threads. Okay, so Fabulux threads. These will also be included in this sale. It's going to be over the weekend of this Memorial Day weekend. So this will be on sale through, I did this yesterday. I will tell you exactly when it ends. I believe it ends at the end of the day Tuesday. So at the end of the day on Tuesday, the sale I'm offering, you will use the coupon code WONDER. Not anything real complicated. Just put in the word WONDER. And you will get 25% off any Wonderfil thread. So this is a great opportunity for you to go ahead and try some of these really beautiful threads. We've got the Fabulux. We have got, let's see, we've got all of this gorgeous glamour thread. We've had that for a while. We've had Decobob now for a while. These are all going to be able for you to go ahead and get that 25% off. And we also have Spaghetti and Fruity, which are 12-weight threads. Now, the 12-weight threads are much thicker. They are more like a top stitching thread. So if you've got a project, and that's all down here, Dave. So the spaghetti and fruity, the fruity is the variegated, the spaghetti is the solid. We've got all of these available, and you will be able to go ahead and use that coupon code and get 25% off. And look at the Invisifil thread. Now we have a whole selection of that. This is a 100-weight thread. What is really cool about this is machine quilting. This is unbelievably cool for machine quilting. You are just going to be able to do gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. If you do English paper piecing, this might be a really nice thread for you also. So we have some combination boxes of it, and then we have the individual spools. So I think that you'll be able to find a great deal of different things. All right, everybody. It is 10 o'clock and we need to get going because we've got a shop hop going on today and people are going to be coming in at any moment. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. We will be back next Friday for Facebook Live and we will see you then.